A new business court in Harris County has begun hearing cases downtown. Governor Greg Abbott appointed 10 judges across the state this summer. The 11th Business Court Division in Houston started just last month.
And the court is designed to take on big cases, some more than $10 million at issue, and will cover Harris, Brazoria, Fort Bend, Galveston, Matagorda, and Wharton counties. Sofia Ojeda sat down with one of the newly appointed judges and is joining us here live in studio. Hey, Sofia.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Haley. Yeah, Judge Sofia Adrogue, one of 2 judges appointed here in Houston. She is a trial attorney and partner for more than 30 years here in the Houston area. Her accolades are lengthy. These are just a few. Houston's top lawyer, most powerful and influential woman of Texas, best lawyer in America. But her latest accomplishment, being appointed by Governor Greg Abbott to this new 11th Business Court Division and the only Latino in all of the new business courts across the state. She says she has big roles to fill, and she tells me that she plans to do it with a lot of fairness, equality, and compassion.
Arrival in Boston, inordinately scary. I remember that. I had some limited English. My father had a lot of textbook medical school English, and we couldn't understand half of what was being said.
Judge Sofia Adrogue remembers leaving Argentina when she was just 8 years old, with her father, a doctor, her mother, and 4 siblings.
I do believe there's values, but they're values that we all hear about and have. Whether you're an immigrant or a 5th-generation Texan, it's about the opportunity based on education and work ethic.
Judge Adrogue went on to Rice University, UH Law Center, and Harvard Business School. She has been a trial attorney and partner at Diamond McCarthy LLP for more than 30 years. And today, the only Latino appointed to the new 11th Business Court Division.
There was a push by the legislature and the governor to create a new specialty court. If you're a publicly traded company and you're a party to litigation, or you have a contract issue of $10 million or above, or you have a corporate governance issue of $5 million or above, it is also an aberrational court. We don't have to run for office. They look at the work we've done.
Judge Adrogue tells me there has not been a court created in the state of Texas in approximately 60 years. All those appointed have to earn the vote of the governor and then be confirmed by 2/3 of the Senate for this new division. You are the only Latino appointed to this new division of courts. Can you explain what this new division is?
Look, I'm a prototype immigrant story. I just got lucky because, quite frankly, my father had a VH-1 visa. Let's be brutally honest. We came here and all I had to do was focus on my study. I'm inspired by everyone around me. I'm inspired by Houston. I'm proud, though, to always be Latina. However, I have made to feel just as comfortable in other parts of our community. I'm just as comfortable among Latinos as I am among non-Latinos. So it is about the grit, it's about the grind. It is about the gratitude. In my new role, I want to treat the parties, I want to treat the visitors, I want to treat the jurors, I want to treat the counsel how I wish I would have been always treated by a judge. Fair, respect, you're heard, and then we have to do the business of law.
And Judge Adrogue is also heavily involved in helping out the community. She used to host and now co-produces a TV show called Latina Voices with her co-producer, Minerva Perez, interviewing some big names, including Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor. She's also had a Sofia Adrogue Day in the city of Houston named after her, not once, but twice. But one of her biggest passions, she says, is mentoring young people.
The more you accomplish, the more hyper-scrutinized you will be. But I also talk about happiness is something you design. It is very internal. We all have our crosses to bear, and some of them some days are overwhelming. I used to tell my girls and my son, we're gonna be strong, smart, and bold. We would eyeball each other, high five, or shake hands, and walk out the door. Sometimes you're faking it till you make it. So it is all about the internal. You've got to just make it work internally. I would say be you. Seize who you are. All marks of you. You've got this. And every day in the mirror, I don't care if you're 6, you're 7, whenever I meet young girls, I inspire them to look at me straight in the eye, give me a firm handshake, and you say it with me. What are girls? They are strong, they are smart, and they are bold, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, and Judge Adrogue is the first judge to have the first hearing out of all 10 judges. This new division will hear cases at the 1910 courthouse downtown, the 1st and 14th Court of Appeals. But if there are a lot of witnesses or a jury, then they will go to the civil courthouse. And she's already got another hearing coming up later this month. Haley.
So that's pretty great. That, I mean, it feels like you made like a really personal connection with her. I know that, you know, you're both moms. She mentions her family a little bit. So how is she able to do all of this?
I was really lucky to have her kind of share that softer side. I mean, she's just a force to be reckoned with. I have met not a lot of people that have left such an impression on me, and it shows in her interaction with others as well. And she says, you know, I asked her, like, how does she do it all? And she says she's just blessed and grateful to have her family. She says family is everything, and she cannot go a day without her cafecito, because she tells me that she lives on coffee. She brews a pot of coffee at 10 o'clock at night. So she's just working around the clock.
Wow.
But she's just an inspiration, because she's all about the hard work. You cannot forget about the hard work. It's not going to be easy, but when you're feeling down, get that red lipstick on, she says, get your favorite outfit on, fake it till you make it, you know, and she knows that she's got a big role to fill now.
Yeah.
And she says she's ready for the challenge, and it's time to get to work.
Cool.
And her confidence. We saw her heart throughout the piece, but I'm so happy to hear she ended the story by saying the business of law. You can have that heart, you have that passion. Now it's time to do the business of law.
Yeah, she seems like a tough cookie.
Exactly. She talks about the gravitas, right? The seriousness. That is also a huge part of your path to success. You have to be serious. You have to take, maybe you don't take yourself too seriously, but you take your job and your craft seriously, and you work. She talks about just getting a little bit of luck throughout her life, you know, but most of it is about working so hard, and she's instilled that in her family, and she does that now. Her father, she tells me, is a medical doctor in his 80s, still publishing works, and so she says, I quote her, that she lives her life saying, I'm going to leave this life thoroughly used up, because that's the way it should be, right? You're constantly working towards greatness.
I love that. And it's so rare that somebody makes such an impression on you. So it's cool to see that she made one on you, Sofia. Thanks so much.
Lighting up.
I am. I'm such a fan.
Sofia, thank you.